Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and
Amabel.
do you want? Okay, that's not an ominous start at all. And welcome back to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I want to say something about this before. Amabel says she's got it. I believe her. But before we get that puzzle solution, I want to say I would not ordinarily even try to translate the words. I would assume it was something about the shape of the words in a puzzle like this, except for the fact that this game explicitly said sometimes real world knowledge will be used for the puzzles, because this
Yeah.
game said be prepared to look to the real world. I am prepared to look to the real world. Um, but what do you say you have figured out the relationship between these numbers and these words? What is it?
Yes. Now, I wouldn't have figured this out if we hadn't tried to translate and have it not come up with anything.
Mm-hmm.
If the number of dots in each word corresponds to a number, so there's a dot above the I
Okay,
for
okay, I see
kiss,
it.
that's
I see it.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
There are 8 dots, and it includes the dots in the punctuation,
Indeed. Okay.
which would make the answer 44, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Okay. That makes sense to me. I was trying to figure out if it was something about like the positions of the diacritical marks or something. If it was like maybe
Mm-hmm.
expressing, I don't know, distances between them. But no, you're right. It is just count the number of dots, and it's not just the diacritical marks. It's also the eyes and also the punctuation. Good work, sweetie. 44. Okay. Let's go back and open that door real quick. It was. Let's remember where the door was. Was it in here? It was in here.
Okay.
Okay, 44. This is not the correct direction around. There we go. I did that the slightly longer way. All right, well done, and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think this is. I might not have realized that that view existed. I should have because the footprints go right to the door. But I don't remember that. Okay, well, in any case, we got it. In any case, it is now done. So,
Okay.
other stuff. Let's solve some puzzles here. I kind of want to go back to the puzzle box room and see if we can make
Okay.
anything of the shapes that we've got here. I'm going to just grab a Steam screenshot of that door right fast. See, the thing that makes me a little nervous about this is that I don't know that we're going to be able to solve any of them because there's not actually any information encoded in like the straight up and down sequence of right, like we have this
Yeah.
shape on one of the doors, but it doesn't tell us anything about it. It's not like some of them were darkened or anything. So I think all this actually tells us is that this key goes to that door.
Okay, hang on. How many symbols are there here?
This many.
Four,
You
five,
can
six,
see it.
seven, eight, nine, 10. I'm counting.
Okay.
So there are 10.
Yeah.
We push in multiples at a time?
We we we
I
put four in and it.
okay. 4 in and then it does something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So, what year was this door from?
This one said 1953 on it, I think. 1973,
Okay,
one of
so try
those.
the 1, the ninth, the 5th, and the 3rd.
Okay, we can try that.
You
Nope.
might need to do it in that order.
Yeah, maybe. All right, I think it's much more likely that we
Okay.
just don't have the answer.
Okay. Well, I thought we'd try.
Because, like, I guess the question is, do they all have 10 buttons? Because if so, that seems much more likely to be right. It could be the case that I just am not pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, maybe they do all have 10 buttons, in which case the year is just the answer.
Okay.
So one of two things is happening here. I might have the wrong number. Right, because this could have been... No. But also, I might not be interpreting the correct number as 1, potentially.
Oh, yeah, that's possible.
The other problem here is that I don't know that there is one that's going to correspond. Does one of these puzzle boxes correspond to the shapes on the 1932 door? Because it doesn't really look... Okay, this one, yeah. So
Okay.
we know this is 1932.
Okay.
We were just there. So it doesn't seem to be just the date straight up.
Okay, well, let's try it with...
Just out of curiosity, trying it the other way around. Okay.
What if we assume the first number is 0, though?
Okay, if there's 0 indexed, then it would be 1932.
No, okay. Yeah, it might just be an information thing.
Yeah, I think it's just telling us which door they belong to. At first glance and first touch, these boxes appear nonsensical and unopenable. At closer inspection, patterns appear. The participant can start to sense that this piece is only part of a greater puzzle with solutions elsewhere, perhaps even elsewhen.
Okay.
That really does suggest that the solution is on the door. Right? The door is a date. But, I mean, I'm not trying to be difficult or anything, but there wasn't really
working.
There wasn't really information on... Oh, wait, where's this one? What's on the other side of this door? Oh, okay, yeah, we can't get into that room yet. I want to go back to the doors in this upper right hallway. And unfortunately, that's just like it's a little bit annoying to get to. So like this door, which was 1953. Yeah, all 10 of the things look identical, right? There's no solution information there. So we're going to get that box open. It's going to give us a key, and that key is going to open this door, and we're going to know that it's the key for this door because of the shape. But the door itself doesn't seem to be giving us the answer. A shame.
Yeah.
A real shame. All right, so... where else? We certainly have a lot of boxes to open. Oh, some of the toy blocks fell out the window. That's right, they did, and I got distracted from going out there to get them.
Yeah, let's try that then.
I don't know exactly what all they are even for, but we probably should at the very least go get them. One of these days, that guy's head is going to turn to watch as we walk past. And I'm going to completely scream.
I'm sorry.
Ah, this is the purpose of the grate. The other block fell through to the room below, I bet. All right, let me just look at this so that it will stop being lit up in that way. Okay, so floor 2. This puts us... We're like near the 37.5 mark. The north side of the house. So, okay. The block is going to be in this room then. For the moment, that's not super helpful. This seems like stairs from the east part of the house, so from the eastern exterior.
Yeah.
And we know that the staircase here does not go outside, it goes downward to the computer room. Well, what else do you think? Do you want to...
Do you want to turn in that script page?
Yeah, let's give that guy the script page. We're going to have to go back and talk to the old woman at some point.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about like flailing around there because it seems like it's going to be a little time consuming to type in messages to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't really done anything. I do. I have a script page. Please enjoy this extremely heavy page. Thank you, Signorina. Oh, okay. I mean, you're
Okay.
welcome. Dude. He could be more helpful.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Let's
let's...
talk to the lady.
Yeah, I'm going to save and then we'll go talk to the lady. See what comes of that. I don't know that we will necessarily get anything of use, but we can try. Electronic Arts Symposium, Cafe Photo Exhibition, Aunt, Mother, Father, Sculpture Project, Telex Name, Delphine's Band. Okay.
I think Delphine Seyrig was the actress from last year at Marrying Bad. There's another reference.
Okay. Well, Delphine is not a last... I mean, I know it's a first name, but it's not a last name that's in our directory, I was thinking at least. So, did we have... Here's a question. Did we have a Delphine anywhere?
I don't think so. Music she likes, band names. So we can say Delphine and might.
I mean, yeah, we can. I'll say Delphine to her and see what we got. Say something. Sorry, what was that about Delphine? She does not respond. Thanks. That's very helpful.
Try Lorelei.
Yeah. This is just arbitrary fishing. But we're gonna do it. Photo collages, cafe. Mother, her sister, her father, P-Tef's band, name in telex, Yuna's project. So this was the dialogue we got from her the first time, and I tried looking for that name in the phone book. Telex. What is a telex? Is that a thing people call a phone book? I feel like I've heard the word before, but I cannot place the context of it.
No, it's a text-based thing that you do over phone lines. Did. I don't know exactly, but like it's like a.
Okay, it's like a fax machine?
Yeah, kinda.
Huh. Was that on this floor? Like one of these?
Yeah.
Let's just try something here. Name in telex, right?
Yeah.
Were there 2 F's in PTEF?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing. All right. It's probably the band's name that they want for the telex, not the guy's name, right? PTEF's band name in telex. But we don't know how to get the name. I'm trying to think. We've read a little bit about some artists. I don't remember anything about photo collage.
Hmm.
I mean, the mixed media work of Lorelei Weiss. You know, Lorelei didn't get us anything. We'll try Renata's name as well.
Yeah.
Ugh, she does not like any of the artists that we're familiar with. She's a hipster. May as well, right?
Yeah.
No surprise. Aunt, Mother, Father, Sculpture Project, Telex name, Delphine's Band. I feel like we're just not in a place, like, it feels like we just don't have the information here yet. So this is where we found the maze lithograph. Yeah, we know about that. I think we did everything there is to do in this tiny room up here.
Yeah.
Just sort of scouring, just hoping, really, for something to pop up and...
Yeah.
I mean, we have all the information
Look
on
at all
these.
these, yeah.
Francesca. Just looking through the names real quick. Okay, so none of those names were any of the names that she has said.
No.
We don't have a name for ourselves.
I mean, I'm assuming we're Lorelei. Just because the puzzle boxes were made by Lorelei, and we mentioned the puzzle boxes to the guy.
And he did say your puzzle boxes. But, like... I mean, we're somebody from the... I was assuming we were somebody... Like, we're the person who's looking back trying to figure out what happened from 2014. Which would mean we are not a person who is known to him. Eunice Project.
Is that the computer? What's the Eunice Project?
I don't know. Is it the computer? Why do you say that?
Because I thought it was in the little scene with the guy with the gun. I thought the word just looked familiar, and there was a computer there, so I thought it was the Do you want to buy some more capsule toys?
Yeah. This has been bothering me. The fact that this is a door.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what to make of it. I do, though. I do want to buy some more capsule toys. We've not seen anything else to spend money on. Okay. That button doesn't really do anything. All right. Let's, Oh, what am I doing? I need to go to the first floor. We can't get to the part of the basement that has the capsule toys from here. And I am not ready to return to the computer. Or maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe getting the login, just the login name right would be useful information. We do have an awful lot of money, though, and I am curious.
What happens when we get them all?
Well, I mean, nothing's going to happen when we get them all, but I am curious what else there is. Okay, so that's definitely a year walk thing. This is mostly what I was curious about, was whether we were going to get something that I would recognize as being from one of Simogo's previous games, and I'm fairly sure this is a year walk thing. Also, it would be kind of, you know, I would kind of like a figurine of the heroine from Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the broken heart. We got a thing from Sayonara Wild Hearts. I guess that's something. But I assume the game was telling us the truth when it told us that these are not going to be like meaningful. They're just something to spend your, like, because you get the dollars by exploring and being thorough, right?
Yeah.
Just something to spend your thoroughness reward on. Yeah, nothing over here except shortcuts and the chopped up paper. What was in this part of the basement? Just another one of the posters. Boo.
I keep getting excited when I see the little splashes of red. I think there might be a rose there, but it's just a little blood or paint.
So we have more 4-digit dates that kind of matter than we ever have before. I feel like we're getting less and less close to understanding the book puzzle.
Yeah.
I know not what it wants from me. Oh, we have some blocks.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not going to be able to finish this. And of course, this particular block is one that we don't have. Okay, fine.
No, it's M. We need the M. That one.
Oh, right. Yep. Disregard. But I assume this isn't going to do anything until they're all in. Oh. Or it's just going to reject that entirely. It's just going to be like, nah, actually. Indeed. I think it's very curious that it did not accept that. So...
Yeah, I was thinking it would be that. No, Bellum would be that B.
Right, but the B's got to be the correct orientation for the...
But it
Right.
is. No, the block you had the other B symbol. No? Okay. Well, then I'm wrong. I'm used to that.
That wasn't the right orientation. That was backwards. Or it was not backwards. It was vertically flipped.
Okay.
The right orientation would require it to be inward. Like the word could be read from the other side, right? That's what I tried first.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like these are... It seems to me like maybe these are not even the right cubes for this.
Yeah.
None of the blocks are. None of the blocks have like. Yeah, with the font that is here, I'm assuming it wants. It wants the E that is already
Yeah.
present, right? Like, so I don't know that necessarily we have the right blocks. And we certainly don't have all of them. I realized there was paint on the ground in front of that. There is nothing else to pick up in this view. Okay. Well, we still don't have that open, but also we probably don't need it.
I don't think so.
Okay. We don't know what we want to do with the dates here or any other part of this.
Yeah, and the room that has them, they're all just kind of in astronomical order. There isn't a.
This one is very strange. I do not know what we are supposed to be doing with this.
Yeah. Oh.
It almost looks like it's supposed to be letters.
No, I think it's supposed to be. What year is that? Is it 1963?
Ah, I see. That's a pretty tortured 3, yo. Ah, this familiar old tune. It brings you back, does it not? Me? No, not really. May I have this dance, Signorina? You are beautiful, like a swirling rose petal when you dance, Signorina. I can't tell if he is flirting. I don't want to say a thing that's culturally insensitive, but I kind of think this is just how Italian men of a certain age talk. I don't know if he's flirting with us. I'm just gonna say thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Bella, do not misunderstand. Compliments of a cat can never snare the dog.
What does
sorry.
that mean?
Fucking, I'm sorry, what? An analogy, Signorina. My interests are not amorous. So yeah, it literally doesn't matter what you pick on that first one because he responded as though we said the flirting thing anyway. I dance with everyone before a project. Do you know why? I mean, these are not that dissimilar. You're a song and dance man? Oh, yes, that too. But when we begin to fight down the road, we know that once we danced together. You know, you are a strange man. He knows this. Well, you knew this when you jumped in the canoe. But there are other things you do not know. There's a thing I must tell you. This project, it has been too much salt for one pope.
Okay.
Of course. Extremely common common phrase there.
Yes.
There are those who conspire against it. Conspire? The clowns of Mammon always want more laughs. But they would do well to remember that the revolver does not fire gold. On this topic, I have an important question. Think carefully. Would you agree that true art has the power to be terrorism? I certainly think that true art has the power to reinforce terrorism. To be terrorism itself, like in a, I don't know what his question actually is, right? This is not a detailed enough question to answer.
And what does true art mean?
Yeah, what does true art mean? That's a good question. I guess I'm going to say I'm not sure what you mean, because I'm not sure what he means. Money is to art like the Black Plague to baby seals. But this project will reset it all. It will overthrow the industrial entertainment complex. The industrial entertainment complex? Yes, they pull the strings and we dance. But their time is at an end. I will be the great misdirector. The third eye sees them for what they are. How you doing? Oh, I am not all right, but health concerns must be set aside at this decisive moment in history. The third eye is here, on these grounds. It will see what we won't. I don't know that it's not real. I feel like that's a big assumption, especially in this place. Listen, I have to go. It's getting late. Yes, the hourglass screams for sand. But it might misdirect you, Signorina. Remember this. The third eye has seen it all. Signorina, thank you for this moment of honesty and the dance. What a strange thing to have happened as a result of me touching that music box. You thought we were dancing? What you experienced was one of the key principles of magic. Misdirection, Signorina. Misdirection. While the feet were dancing, the mind was led astray. Tell me, Signorina, were you observant of your bag during our talk? Perhaps something found its way into it while we spun in the night. I mean, there wasn't any spinning going on, but fine. We've obtained a 3-shaped key. Or, a sigma, right?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, let me look at this key. Somehow, possibly through a magic trick using misdirection, appeared after dancing. It has small stains of a red substance. Misdirection is a technique used by magicians to manipulate the attention of the audience. By directing their focus to something irrelevant, a magician can perform a secret action unnoticed. The technique can be achieved through verbal cues, gestures, timing, and sometimes props. Incorporating symbols like letters and numbers in the prop is sometimes used to send a hidden message to the audience. In the case of this key, 3 could either allude to the third eye, or simply mean that it opens a door on the 3rd floor.
Or it is, in fact, a sigma.
Yeah.
Misdirected.
I mean, it certainly suggests, though, that it opens the bell door, which is on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
That's what I think's going on. We're just going to continue to be very cautious. Let's see if this actually looks like a door to us at this point. It does not. Third eye hears all. Maybe it becomes a door after all of the music boxes are turned on?
Do you want to try going back to the elevator and hitting the bell button 3 times?
Holy crow. What a good idea. I'm a little embarrassed that I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's like a really good point. Thank you, Amabel.
You're welcome.
And hey, look, 3. What a coincidence. Okay. More indications of where the doors, where the things from those boxes will go. Shortcut 5.
Okay, so this is one we don't have the answer to.
All right.
I think it's the number of teeth people have. It's the one where they gave us a bunch of different things, and I think a bunch of them seem like red herrings to me.
Okay.
But how many? So how many teeth does this person supposed to have? Because I have fewer, as you know.
I think people have 32 teeth.
Okay.
I am going to just quickly look that up. Adult human teeth number. I think it's 32.
Okay.
We're going to put 32 into this lock, and it's not going to work. Nope, it works. Okay.
Okay.
What a bizarre, like... Why do it that way?
Wait, can you go back to the little puzzle book?
I guess so.
And go to number 5 again.
All right.
It's 3 crosses and 2 columns, so it'd be 3 X's and 2 I's.
Okay.
That'd be 32. Maybe they're all clues for 32.
Yeah, maybe they are all 32 somehow.
I don't know.
But like why would it
32.
but like why would there be multiple ways to get like count your teeth is so canonical. Like what would be the point of the other sentences?
I don't know. I don't think that one is as well constructed as the others. I'll say that.
Yeah, definitely agreed. Laser Eye Art and Entertainment System. I get it. It's like the CDI, but also it's like laser eyes. Get your adorable little bite-sized handheld system here. Okay, that's certainly a diagram. Input directional code to activate development console.
Oh,
Wait, no, I screwed it up. Darn it. Which end did it start at? Okay, it's upright, down, left. I pressed upright down because I am dumb. Upright, down, left. Apparently not.
do you need to do down twice because it's longer?
Oh, maybe. Indeed.
Oh,
I feel like that shouldn't be the case, or there should be like a hash mark in the down or something. All right, press any button to run prototype software. Oh, wow. Okay.
what?
It really looks like Silent Hill now.
Okay. Silent Hill specifically.
Well, I mean,
Well, I really have no,
really, Amabel?
what?
Really?
Really what?
I'm having the character berate you in a
Oh,
comical fashion.
okay. I see.
Book 2. The 7 brothers had heard whispers of the first of painters, those who crawled out of the dark chasm, only to be devoured by their own creation. 7 brothers, first of painters. Oh no, it does have tank controls in this area.
So were tank controls a thing in both Resident Evil and Silent Hill?
Yeah.
Okay.
I adjusted to it so naturally that I didn't even notice at first, because the tank controls are just they're in my blood. That might literally be the sound file they use in Silent Hill when you pick up an object. If it's not the same one, they did a wonderful job of recreating it, or just like making a very Silent Hill noise. It feels like the same sound. So wait, this is just a dead end? I mean, not a dead end, but just a loop around. Yeah, okay. Just trying to make sure we're not missing anything.
Yeah. So bringing up
Book 5. The masterpiece had long left the cave, spreading art and death in its wake, but it was said that there were fragments of the red in the deep. Hey there, no-face lady, how you doing? These are strange books to remember. She doesn't mean the books on the shelf. She means the ones that are on the lecterns. Or the plinths or whatever. I don't actually know the difference.
I don't think I do either.
Book 3. The eldest brother commanded with his last breath, seek the birthplace of the red beast. May he be born there again. I really did not think this was what this was going to be. You know? When we bought this
Yeah.
when we bought this and started playing it, this is not what I would have guessed it was going to happen.
It's very metatextual.
You were not meant to remember me in this library. Okay. Well, too bad. Yep, too bad. Okay. That's actually, that's a kind of an effective jump scare because of the angle you see the hallway at. Like, when you're walking, he will enter the screen behind your character from your point of view, so you won't see him until you've passed him. Or until you do what I did, you, walk far enough that he just sort of, slides out from you, and that's actually really spooky and effective. Book 6. One of the brothers was trapped in a tunnel, but art waits for no man, so his brothers bid him farewell. The brother sang at first, but then he wailed. He died before his song did. So there's this cave, right? There's this idea of, and it's hard to know, what's metaphor and what's not.
Yeah.
But there's this cave, and there's this idea of, this incredible piece of art and what you're willing to sacrifice for it.
Yeah.
And sort of, obviously there's a lot of feelings about gatekeepers in here.
Yeah. It's very... Okay. It's a very unusual thing, this game, because all I knew about it when you bought it and you said, "Hey, I want to do this," was that they're the people that did Wild Hearts, and I thought, well, I don't know what this is gonna be, but I didn't think it was gonna be this.
In the deep, the brothers grew weary and forlorn. No trace of the red beast had been found. Perhaps he was just a lie. Their faith burned out, and so did their lanterns. Yeah, so we have these letters, right? We have these letters from Lorenzo where he's talking about going into the cave, and he's telling his brothers I'll become nameless, whatever. Book 9. The brother had created a masterpiece beyond human comprehension, and the world was saved again. But such terrible divine beauty was not meant for mortal eyes. So the brother did right and blinded himself. That's interesting in light of the cinema sostenuto like manifesto piece, right?
Yeah.
Book 8. The most righteous of the brothers decided that he should paint their god. Thus he cut the wrists of his resting brothers, and they watched him work as they lay dying. Okay.
I think these people need therapy.
So at that point, there is one brother left alive, and he has blinded himself. Hey there. Do you remember any books about mazes? Huh.
Check level design.
Press any button to continue debugging. So, okay, yeah, those are, in fact, the locations of those people. Shoot, I don't know. Where did we did we start in the big room with the... yeah, we started in the big room with the pillars, for sure. I don't know that I read all the books, but I definitely read a bunch of the books.
Yeah.
I'm going to suspend the software for a moment here.
Okay.
Because I don't know what we're getting out of that necessarily, aside from maybe plot. Oh, I'm all screwed up because I'm trying to tank control now. Because that's what feels natural to my brain. All right, well, we didn't try like all the other spaces here before the 3-door. There's still like a bunch of rooms to look at since we've got that bell thing open. Okay, so we know that that one goes there. The revolver door. The emblem on it depicts revolvers. Well, we'll just have to get one and then shoot it. Okay, bug report number 3. So there's another telex somewhere that we haven't interacted with. What is this diorama? Huh. If
You can't move it at all?
Oh, no, I can. Okay. I was going to say, if you look at it from above, this character ought to do something, right? So we can certainly get this, like this A2 pretty easily. But are we supposed to be making something of the other lines?
I mean, that becomes an M from a certain angle.
What becomes an M?
So if you turn it clockwise. Okay. I meant the other way. I'm sorry.
No, this is clockwise. You're right.
Okay. And that okay. So that corner, the northeast corner was what now would be the northeast corner.
Okay.
Orients were facing that, and then tilt it down. So the 180 degrees the other way. What's now the north point, the top point. Bring it down.
Okay.
Okay, and now rotate it on the other axis. Okay, and now rotate it to the left. Other left.
I see.
Okay.
A2, M3, E1.
Okay.
Z4.
C4.
And I think with that, we've actually used every piece here.
Okay. Do you want to try typing in M3 to that machine? Does that...
No.
Okay. There's no numbers, are there?
It wants a case-sensitive code. It's
Yeah,
not
no.
going to be 2 characters. Even if there were numbers.
Okay. Well, I wrote down the diorama stuff.
Huh. There's a paper stuck in this typewriter. The symbol of the dead girl. Years are numbers, and numbers are money. Words generate money, so we must be able to apply math to words. This new ideology has allowed me to solve this game completely. First magic word equation. First, we must assume that we are all fellow Americans. We all speak English. Oof. The hotel last year. The third eye fell from the sky over 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago equals the first magic word. Last year minus the first magic word equals laser. Okay.
Okay.
So the first magic word is TYA. Second magic word equation. Renzo plus L plus O equals Lorenzo. Hotel minus O minus L equals the second magic word, which is to say HTE. If the second magic word transforms to 123, then 213 equals THE. Yep, I agree. Conclusion, we are not in a hotel. We are not in last year. We are in the last year. And this is only seen through laser eyes. Okay. Someone's gone a little far afield here. This has an American dollar. This has a real conspiracy theory. The answer is in the Kabbalah kind of vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Get over here. Okay, so we've seen that. This is all just the stuff that was upstairs from the 3 door, but there was also a hall over here. The sculpture has something in its forehead and a note stuck to it.
Don't do anything.
What?
Okay.
What?
I'm just worried because you're on a trapdoor.
Okay. I was worried you had set a trap for me, Signorina, but it was completely safe to take the object. The trapdoor did not open. You are good at mind games. I see. I need you to, like, when something's wrong, can you, like, use words and not go, ah?
Well, you were already on the page, and I just...
Okay. I will take the object, the I key. And indeed, the thing does not open. The dollar. The music in this area is neat.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we right now? What are we above? If we dropped down, we would be... Okay. This actually seems like a useful place to drop down.
Do you want to save first?
We're not going to die because we've already fallen this distance.
Okay.
Wait, what is the trigger?
Can you look at the head again?
So we walked across it. Actually, sorry, I walked around it. Getting face flicker again. Yeah, I made an effort to walk around it. So I thought it might have something to do with stepping on the spots where the footprints are, but it doesn't seem to.
Well, you had pulled out the key,
Yeah.
and then sometime later, it opened. So if you put the key back in and then take it out, you can't.
No. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, she will not interact with the non-note part of the sculpture anymore. Well, it's okay. We don't need that. Like, that's a place we can get to naturally.
Oh, okay.
Although, actually, I'm going to have to, I think, I have to take it actually down to floor 1. I'm a little worried that our flickering eyes indicate that the maze man is coming again, so let me just throw a quick safety save on here.
Can I ask you a weird question?
Yeah?
Why do you...
What?
Maze Man.
Sweetie, for real, can you sentences?
I'm sorry. When you save files, you tend to go down a file from the last one.
Yeah.
Why?
So that we have the old ones.
Okay.
We have a few details that we cannot seem to get right. Please try to remember, Fraulein. Okay. So she's got 2 forks and a knife. He's got 2 forks and 2 knives.
This is dog.
He is Pat's dog. He has more wine than she does.
There's
Not really much else to this.
candles. The one of the candles is shorter.
Yeah. Alright, this is a pretty simple one. Oh yeah, I remember everything. Very well. How many knives were on the table? Bloody hell. He had 2 of both. She had 1 and 2, but it was 1 fork. Was it 1 fork and 2 knives or 1 knife and 2 forks?
I don't remember.
Cool. I'm gonna say 3. I think it was 2 forks and 1 knife. Okay. Script page earned. Interior, hotel, dining hall, night. The woman studies her host in the flickering candlelight. Piano music plays from the turntable. The woman takes a deep breath. Now, the maze I'm designing, I have very little information. Yes, the maze is, in a sense, metaphorical. In what way? Oh, I think that is not something that should be put to words. You must find it yourself, within the maze. The woman makes a frustrated face. Okay, what is it for? Well, the maze is for getting lost, Signorina. I could use some technical specifications. The OCU3 is, Signorina, we must remember the unfortunate hen who won the farmer's race. Tonight, we eat and drink. They raise their glasses and drink. The woman glances at her host. You said that we were alone, but I saw... The man interrupts. Yes, Rudy. The man snaps his finger. Rudy, a black Labrador, comes running into the room and trots over to the table. The man ruffles Rudy's fur. What I like best about Labradors is their complete disregard for financial institutions.
This is what I like about them, too.
Honestly, yeah, it's pretty good. No, I saw a man. A magician? The man stops petting Rudy. Signorina, that is great news. We cannot rely on technology alone. Now we have magic. Tell me more, please. He made this gesture. The woman covers her eyes with her right hand and raises her left hand, holding up 3 fingers. The man watches her seriously. Signorina, listen carefully. It is a greeting and a warning. I had a similar encounter years ago in the depths of Cineterzo Studios. Art can be very dangerous at times. The man stares out into space. Then he snaps back and smiles. But you need not worry about the magician or his brothers. Act as if he was never here. Yet. The man runs over to the turntable and puts on a cha-cha. He turns to the woman and bows. May I? Well, that certainly is the way he behaves. All right. Out of curiosity, does this script page have a different description? No, it seems to be the same.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna go plug this eye key into the other eye statue, which is in this room, right?
Yes.
And this, I believe, is what we were right above. Okay, well, that is something. First of all, start the music. There's going to be something significant, like which of these is on and which of them is off. Okay, we found the hearts door. Does this work? No. All right, we must make the card into a key before it will function as a key, is my guess. Okay, the 1948 door, so we know which box that's connected to. Renzo Nero, red window about to break. Performance, brick, window, artist, audience. Nero's work is characterized by its strange logic. Events occur independent of space and time, and scenes are arranged to construct a narrative not driven by chronology, but rather by intuition and association. In this aptly titled piece, Nero confronts us with the thesis that destruction can be art.
Ah!
Amabel.
Sorry. I am easily startled, and I'm sorry that
Okay,
I stopped
right.
mid-sentence when something startles me.
Okay. It's all right. It's just that was very obvious that was going to happen. There is a note and a key tied to the brick. Did you make it to the red window yet? This has only been painted red. It is not the one. I am really enjoying your game. I found this key. You hit it very well. You are good at this game. Sure. What a situation we find ourselves in. Number 9?
6, 7.
Number 9. Number 9.
Why are you saying number 9 over and over?
It's a question people have been asking for decades. Okay, this is interesting. The other side of the hole. You have so much familiarity with some like worlds of art and so much unfamiliarity with others. It's really wild to me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm assuming this will be how we turn on this video game console in some way. I don't really know how to interpret that. We can get that turned on. I wouldn't want to mess with it right now anyway, because we're like right at the end of the episode. I just want to get the space. I want to look at it all. Okay, and that's just a shortcut door. All right, well then. We sure are moving quick. We sure are accumulating information. And yet, I feel like as much as we are... Where's this dollar? There it is. I feel like as much as we are like picking up information and reading new things and having all kinds of conversations, I feel like I know less about what is happening and what happened than I did at the beginning of the episode. Substantially less than 2 episodes ago. I don't know. It's all really something. But I think that is where we are going to want to call it for today. The time passes quickly here in the Laser Eyes. thank you all so much for watching, for coming with us on this bizarre journey. Hopefully some of you have made it yourselves already. When you come back next time, we're maybe gonna get better at video games. Not this video, you know what I mean? Not this, the one inside the thing.
Yeah.
We're already good at this one. No one could possibly argue with that. We'll see you then.